Do you want to do this? Or what about this? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to get to my rank. Also, sorry I lied, but I'm only a Plat 1 scrub with a 70% win rate this preseason. And I'm also sure there's not really a big difference between Plat 1 and Diamond 5. So originally I was using these runes for late game one-shot Shaco. But then I switched to, these runes when I realized that the meta shift to be a more early game oriented game. And also the thing about these runes in comparison to the other runes are that these runes offer extra attack speed, which is really helpful in the early clears. And has optimized damage for early ganks, counter ganks, and invades. And the reason for that is because we have Electrocute, which is really good early game. And we have Coup de Grace, which is just flat out damage. Really good. The current meta allows games to end around the mid game, so the old runes I was using were missing out on a lot of potential because games were never able to really reach to the late game. Also, there's been much debate between whether Electrocute and Dark Harvest are better, but I think like I've been playing a lot of ranked games, and from my experience, like Dark Harvest is very good in the team fights because the stacks have no cooldown, but Electrocute will always outclass Dark Harvest in terms of damage in the early and mid game, where the games will be close to an end. So you need to maximize the amount of pressure that you have in the early game with Electrocute, and Electrocute definitely helps with the pressure that you have in the early game. For my build, my full build is Dustblade, Mobies, Youmuu's, Infinity Edge, Guardian Angel, and Ravenous Hydra. And most of the time I'm probably gonna build all these items, but some things that you could change around are the order of the last couple items, and also Guardian Angel can be replaced with Edge of Night if you think that you're not gonna die or that you're not gonna need Guardian Angel. The core of this build is Tiamat, Moby Boots, and Dustblade. And once you build these items, you're like basically ready to go. And you can choose the order of the other items depending on what you really need. For example, after you finish your core, and if you're very squishy and you're constantly close to being killed, you probably should get GA. Otherwise, I'd probably buy Youmuu's just for the extra mobility and extra damage. And then after getting my Youmuu's, I'll figure out if I need Guardian Angels again. And you could just kind of cycle through the items. The reason you get Infinity Edge is for more damage. Youmuu's is more damage. GA is more of a defensive item. If you're again dying a lot, then you probably should get GA. So in the early game, what I do is you want to plan your route depending on which lane is the most snowbally or will be constantly pushed in. After you decide which lane you're gonna gank, you start on the opposite side. So if you're starting on the red side, my normal clear routes are either Raptors, red, blue, and gank, or if I want to hit level 4 before I get there because farm is very important, I'll do Raptors, red, wolves, grump, blues, scuttle crab, which is optional, and then I'll gank. Scuttle crab is always optional. It really depends on if you can gank the lane that you want to gank or if you cannot gank it. So scuttle is just really to make sure that you're not wasting your time, and it gives good vision. If I'm starting the blue side, my clear rounds are either blue, grump, red, gank, which is level 3. And if I think my laner will need help there soon, my level 4 route or close to level 4 would be blue, grump, wolves, raptors, red, scuttle crab, which is also optional, and gank. Scuttle crab is again optional because it depends on if you can gank the lane or not. If I notice that my top or bot side are really strong, And I know that their enemy jungle is really slow at clearing, like for example a Mumu or Sejuani. I'll probably invade. And invading is really simple. You either do, for the early game, you just want to do red to blue or blue to red depending on which side you're on. And after that, you should be snowballing and getting a lot of good kills, or at least getting your team ahead. It's really important that you get your team ahead, not just yourself, because if you can't carry, then your team can help you carry. In the mid game, you want to participate. All you need to do is you need to just participate in the fights. Make sure that you're always on top. You want to get objectives or force objectives to bait the enemy team to give you more advantageous position in the game. Or if you notice that the AD carries are just AFK farming in lanes with no protection, you should just kill them. I see a lot of that happen in my elo. And just as a side note, in all stages of the game, you just remember that you want to prioritize objectives, then farm, then kills. Notice how kills are at the bottom, because most of the time it's a percentage, a chance that you're gonna get the kill, but not necessarily. While opposed to objectives and farm, you're always gonna get that. But you know, if they're giving you a kill because they're doing something stupid, then it's free gold, so you should take it. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'm gonna have a guide version of this on Mobifire. Link in the description below. And if you're interested, please check it out, because I'm going to spend a lot of time on it.